Hello friends, welcome back. We have got a very interesting problem statement in front of us which should be solved with the design thinking approach. A city faces traffic congestion and proposes building more roads to avoid the problem. This is the problem statement. Now we have to solve this with design thinking approach in hand. Please understand one fundamental point. In the traditional approach, it will always be like, let's build roads, let's build bridges, and that way we will tend to solve the problem. But actually, it is not going to solve the root problem. So design thinking is going to focus more on understanding the real causes and user needs. That way, we can strongly provide a solution which is going to address the challenge in a better way. The first step in design thinking, as we all know, we have discussed, is to empathize. Yes, empathy comes first. We need to understand the user's needs very clearly, and that can be done in this case through interviews with the commuters. What are their daily experiences with the traffic? Why do they prefer driving instead of using public transport? All these kind of simple questions can be asked with the commuters, and we can come to an understanding. Also, it is important for us to spend some time at the peak hours observing the traffic patterns. You can also look into the pedestrian movements and the public transport efficiency. That way, you will be able to feel what actually is happening there. Engaging with the city planners is the next very important thing that we can do. We can understand the city's infrastructure challenges, the planning history, and the future projections very clearly after a discussion with city planners. So, we discuss with the commuters, we observe ourselves, and then we also discuss with the planners, and we can understand the user needs much better. Now, from this kind of interactions, from this kind of observations, we can come to insights like the commuters are feeling that they are forced to drive because the quality of the public transportation is not up to the mark or is poorly connected. The traffic congestion is worsened by inconsistent traffic signals and most importantly, poorly planned intersections and lack of real-time information is another thing which you would have observed. Many people choose to drive because walking and biking infrastructure is also inadequate, and we could have observed this clearly during our observation as well as from the commuters' input. So these are all the insights that we are able to arrive at. Now we need to rephrase the problem. We understood what is the problem. We have gone deeper into that, and so the problem is not just about building the bridges or building new roads. It is going to be another one. We will rephrase the problem. How might we reduce traffic congestion? By improving public transportation, optimizing existing infrastructure, and providing alternative transport options so that fewer people feel that they need to drive. That said, we change the problem statement. We revise the problem statement, and the focus is on reducing the need to drive by improving public transport and alternative commuting options rather than simply adding and constructing new roads. We have changed it, isn't it? This is the core problem. This is what the design thinking is going to give you. The design thinking will make you understand what are the needs exactly and what is the problem that people are facing. And based on that understanding, we will be able to provide solution. Now the next step is to generate a range of solutions through proper ideation. We can improve the public transportation very clearly with improved frequency, coverage, and reliability of buses and trains. Smart traffic management systems can be installed and real-time traffic data analysis can be done to understand and to optimize the traffic flow. We can adjust the signals dynamically using AI and related technologies to reduce and avoid bottlenecks. Carpool incentives can be introduced. We can encourage shared rides by providing dedicated carpool lanes and parking spaces. Also, we can build or repair the existing bike lanes and pedestrian friendly zones. This way, we can encourage people to walk or cycle for a shorter distance, making it safer, also convenient for them. And we can introduce something called congestion pricing. We can charge the drivers for entering congested areas at peak times. This way, we can avoid more traffic and congestion there. Also, when you introduce this, we are indirectly incentivizing people to use alternative transport. And finally, last but not the least, promoting remote work policies would also be a great option. We can partner with companies to encourage remote work and staggered work hours to reduce peak hour traffic. This way, it can be really easy. Now, the next step is prototyping. We are going to create the tangible representations and we can test that too. Smart traffic systems can be installed at appropriate places. We can build and reveal a public transport app with real-time public transport tracking facilities and accurate updates about the arrival times and the routes. And we can also build bike lanes or repair the bike lanes, and it can be a piloted stuff. We can go ahead and make it very nice for the bikers to go ahead and use the biking lane with their cycles, and walking lanes are also to be presented nicely so that the people who want to use their cycles or who wants to walk can choose that and do it accordingly. The carpool campaign can be really done as a pilot and it can offer some benefits to the people who are aligning with it. This way, we are prototyping it and we are getting feedback also from the people who are using it. That's the final step. We get the feedback. The commuters could appreciate the real-time updates. Yes, that's what is missing here. We get real-time updates now. That way it's going to be superb. The smart traffic system reduces congestion and you can understand it yourselves with observation that you have already made and that you are making now. The bike lane increases the number of people who are cycling. This will be visual and we can also see congestion getting reduced because of this. Carpooling incentives work, but many drivers are unaware. So there is a need for better campaign about this program. So we can gather these kind of inputs, feedback from the users, and we can do what more has to be done, and whatever has picked up already can be implemented in other areas. That way, design thinking will help you to make things better because it starts with empathy and it ends with feedback. And finally, we are going to define and improve the solution. Expand it, enhance it, scale it, increase it. Expand the bike lane network, create more dedicated lanes. Enhance the public transport app by adding more features. You can go ahead and make it really very easy for people to use, and many people should be invited to use it through the services that it is providing. Scale the smart traffic system across the city and increase the promotion for carpooling campaign. This way, you can expand, enhance, scale, and increase. Your city will become congestion-free city because of all these facilities that you are providing. Smart management system, public transportation improvements, bike lanes and pedestrian zones, carpooling incentives, congestion pricing, and promote remote work policies. Overall, it is not about just building a bridge. It's about building more things around the problem. Design thinking provides you the solution. It goes deeper into the problem, and this way we can get the solution. I hope you like this, and in case you have questions, please go ahead and type it in the chat section. I'll be happy to answer. If you like the channel and the content, please subscribe. Thank you.